Hi everyone, this is Eileen from Northern Light Tarot. So the title of this reading is he thinking about me? How does he feel? And what's next? So for this reading, all you need to do is choose between these three sets of cards here. So just imagine this person who's on your mind, just picture them for a moment, and then choose between these three sets of cards here. This is set of cards number 1. This is set of cards number 2, and this is set of cards number 3. So I'll just give you a moment to do that now. Okay, so right now I'm going to place aside deck of cards number 2 and deck of cards number 3. So I can go ahead with this deck of cards number 1. So again, the title of this reading is he thinking about me? How does he feel? And what's next? So, Spirit guides and the universe, please can you channel your energies through me and into the cards for this reading? Thank you so much. So I'm just going to go ahead now and shuffle this deck several times. This is going to be, let's see now, I feel I should do a Celtic cross reading for the person who's actually on your mind, looking deep into their energies. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do a 10 card Celtic cross spread for them. Okay. Okay then. So right now I'm going to split this deck and place the cards down. And before I get started, I just want to quickly mention, if you'd ever like a highly personalized video recorded reading with me, all of the details to book are in the description box below. You can book via Etsy or via PayPal. I also offer a reading with a turnaround time of within 24 hours. And again, all of the details to book are in the description box below. Right now, I'm going to go ahead with this reading. Is he or she thinking about me? How do they feel? And what's next? So let's go ahead now. This card represents your person and the question, okay? So let's take a look. 7 of Cups and the crossing card. The 3 of Swords. So we've got very strong energies here straight away. Oh yes. So, okay, now this is not sign specific. However, saying that, there's a strong possibility here that, you know, one or both of you could be Cups energy. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. What I'm seeing here is that you're very, very much on their mind. There's no doubt about that. You know, they're absolutely thinking about you. I feel like this has been a breakdown, okay? There's been a split here. You could be an air sign, though you don't need to be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like there's been quite a recent split here, okay? And I do feel like it's recent because we've got quite raw energies here. You know, we've got this 5 of Cups, and I'm seeing with this, there is great sadness. There's no denying it, and it's kind of like all the cups of love, they've just been, you know, they've fallen over. There's a beautiful message from the universe here, okay, with this 5 of Cups. It's in the past position, and I feel that this is like, I'm getting blended energy between you two. There's kind of like a sense of devastation on both sides here. What the universe wants you to know is that there's still love between you two, okay? There is heartbreak energy here, okay? I feel like your person is devastated, confused, and heartbroken. You know, these are the energies that are coming through the 7 of Cups. The Seven of Cups, however, you know, there's another energy coming through here. You know, the Seven of Cups can represent somebody who doesn't, you know, they're not grounded in a reality. They are looking at, not so much looking at other options, but they haven't, how do I put this? It's kind of like they haven't didn't lock you down, or they, you know, this can be the card of commitment issues. It can be the card of so many things. But what I'm seeing here is that there are so many things going on with them, okay? But what I do see is the heartbreak energy, okay? They are pretty devastated here. This can also, you know, the Three of Swords, I'm sorry if this resonates for you, but this can represent a third party also, you know? You know, just keep that in mind. Like, kind of go with your gut on this one, okay? If that's resonating with you, then go with it. If not, let it go. Let's take a look here. Seven of Wands in the subconscious and Page of Cups in the external. So they are, you know, they're looking back on the past, and they've got loving feelings towards you. There's kind of like, I do see like an immaturity with them though, especially with the Seven of Cups and Page of Cups. It's kind of like, now that you've gone, now they understand it all, okay? But somehow they're not fighting for this in this present energy, because this is in the hidden energies, the Seven of Wands. So, and that would explain, you know, why we've got this Seven of Cups here. Let's take a look going forward. So what I'm seeing here is, you know, going forwards, I'm still getting the energy of some degree of immaturity here. The Nine of Cups can be about, it is about all of your dreams and wishes coming into reality and the want and desire for that. But do you see the person on this card? They're kind of like sat there, and it's kind of like that energy that they feel like they can secure it and turn it all around, like with the click of fingers. And it doesn't work like that. Not when they're in the Page of Cups and Seven of Cups energy. Okay? There needs to be more depth. There needs to be more, how do I put it? Well, let's take a card for it. Let's take a card. Okay, so there needs to be a decision, okay? There needs to be a strong decision. And this can be the card of sitting on the fence. This can be the card of, it could mean being too afraid of love. This person could be insecure. They could be afraid of bringing it into the real reality. Let's take another card in this position. It's kind of like they've got to make the strong decision to mend this, the Two and the Three of Swords. I mean, for some people out there, they could be deciding between two people. And I'm really sorry if that's, you know, that's where you are. Let's take another card. It's expansive. You know, I can see that they're definitely making the decision to come back towards you here. I can see that very, very strongly, okay? The Two of Swords to the Three of Wands. okay? I feel like they're journeying towards you here. Let's take a look. Yeah, like the Chariot energy for me, it's kind of like about making an exceptionally strong decision. The Chariot is the card of choices, so it's about making an exceptionally strong decision to move forwards. Okay, absolutely. Let's keep going. Yeah, we do have some harsh energies here. The Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords. It's kind of like with this Five of Swords in their environment. And this you know, this environment card, it's literally them and everything surrounding them. So there could be somebody who doesn't have the best intentions for you two. It could literally be that somebody else is trying to get with them, but they are immature, and it's kind of like they've fallen for a false reality with somebody else here that doesn't really exist. I'm getting that. For others of you, they're going to have to fight for you. Absolutely. Let's take a card in this past position for you. Knight of Swords. So I see here you absolutely want them to come towards you, but say what you need to hear, okay? You need to hear it. You need to hear the words, okay? You need to hear the words that change everything. What is it that you need to hear? You need to hear this person speak from the heart. You need to know that this person has learned, like, where this has gone wrong, okay? And it's kind of like you need them to get in touch with their heart, okay? I'm getting that, because this is deep stuff. It's very deep. Let's take another. Yeah, you need to hear the real words here, okay? Could be dealing with a Virgo, an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You could also be one of those. There needs to be like a big declaration from where you're standing. It can't be, you know, it can't be half in and half out. It needs to be the real deal here. That's how you feel. This conversation needs to change everything, okay? Absolutely. Let's take a look. So, you know, you need to know this person's in love with you. We've got the lover's energy, the ultimate bond. So there's like love and kind of immaturity and commitment issues going on here, okay? Let's take a look at this outcome card. So I feel that your person's got some more growing to do. Let's take a look. We do, however, have the card of fulfillment. And, you know, this card just tells me that this is love. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories of memories you have shared with those you love, okay? So there's possibility for this big cup of love between you two here, okay? But I feel like you need to stand your ground, and you need to let them understand that you know, with this Knight of Swords especially, that you know that you're not going to be available forever. You know, they need to fight for you, and they need to overcome whatever this Five of Swords is. This could be just other people, but I am seeing that there's something in their environment here. Let's take a card. 4 and 5 of Swords. So it's kind of like I'm getting the energy that could be somebody coming in and out of their lives. Okay, someone who is confusing them maybe. Let's take another for this environment. I feel like they're going to make a decision and they're going to decide you. But I'm getting the energy that you, kind of like you're going to give them a run for their money here because of the way they've treated you. Okay? The Two of Cups and the Moon energy. But there is love here. Being no doubt, this person is heartbroken. They are thinking about you. There's some element of manipulation, external energy. There's somebody else around them, or there's immaturity with them. There's lack of decision making with them. What I feel is happening next is movement in the right direction. Okay, after a time period, because there's a battle here that they're fighting, like even inside their head. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend this reading for you over on Vimeo. This is your set of cards number 1 here. I'm going to do an in-depth relationship reading for you and the person on your mind. I'll be using these 3 cards here, and I'll be using this Rider-Waite deck here to form the core and basis of your relationship reading. So this looks deeper into the energies, further into the future, with messages, guidance and prediction. So if you'd like to join me, it's the first link in the description box below. And also, if you found this reading helpful, then I'd be so grateful if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and it also gives you the opportunity to get notified when I do my next reading, which will be tomorrow, and that's going to be the energy check-in, you and them, the next 48 hours. So I'll leave it there, and I really hope that you found this helpful. And now I'm going to move on to deck of cards number 2. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to this deck of cards. Number 2 here. Is he or she thinking about me? How do they feel? And what's next? So just for a moment, I'm going to place these 2 cards aside so I can go ahead now and shuffle this deck several times. Spirit guides and the universe, please can you channel your energies through me and into the cards for this reading? Thank you so much. So I've decided I'm going to do an in-depth Celtic cross reading for your person's energies. How they're, you know, are they thinking about you? How do they feel about you? And what's next for you? Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle this deck several times. this deck and place the cards down. And before I get started, I just want to quickly mention, if you'd ever like a highly personalized video recorded reading with me, all of the details to book are in the description box below. I also offer a reading with a turnaround time of within 24 hours. And again, all of the details to book are in the description box below. So let's now go ahead with this reading. Okay, so right at the center, okay, is, you know, the subject matter. Are they thinking about you? How do they feel? Okay, and then as we go through, I'll explain the positions of the cards. Okay, so let's go ahead. Right at the center, Seven of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, so I want to take these cards. Okay, so we've got, you're dealing with somebody, okay, who is very much thinking about you. We've got the Three of Swords in the past position. We can't sugarcoat it. There's been a breakdown. There could simply have been a breakdown in the communication. There could be a third party situation here, like literally one or both of you could be with other people, or that there has been a split. Okay, what I'm getting here is very much that there's other elements to this. You know, there's this Emperor energy. I'm getting, for some of you, they just didn't respect this connection, okay? They just didn't at all. The Emperor can be positive energy. In this reading, I'm not seeing it as positive. I'm seeing it as a hindrance, okay? You're dealing with somebody who could literally just, they could be truly just struggling right now, okay? There's a very much a need for them to be in control, okay? Going forwards, there's regret, okay? Let's take a look at this external energy. Whoa. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who they could literally be a control freak, okay? Because as much as they have kind of like lost you and they're not connecting with you right now, they're actually really having an external meltdown, okay? They're being represented by the Tower in their external energy. You know, it's major stuff here. There's something to do with them. They got to do some real strong internal work here, okay? You know, I'm getting repeats from the last reading. Like this Seven of Cups and Three of Swords, they were in set of cards number 1 also. So there's a reason that you were all kind of brought to this reading, because there's a common thread running through these first 2 readings. You're kind of dealing with somebody who kind of wants it all their way, you know, and like you should be just accepting of it. And you weren't accepting of it, and now it's all kind of falling apart. And it's all to do with this Emperor energy, which is about feeling like you're kind of in charge. So they feel like they're kind of in charge of you somehow. But at the same time, it's kind of like they're not even in any charge of themselves. let's keep going. It's kind of like there was never any solid foundation here with this Ace of Pentacles. And they're wondering why they've now got the Tower. Because there was never a solid offer. It was never solid. But there's like, going forwards initially, there's kind of like this energy of harshness. Let's keep going. Transformation. Six of Swords in the environment. Queen of Pentacles in the hopes, wishes and fears. Yeah, so it's kind of like they've got like a bravado now, okay? Deep down they want things to transform, but in the immediate kind of future they are kind of stepping away. However, they're just kind of clinging on here with this Queen of Pentacles, and deep down, you know, the outcome is that they're devastated, but they're not showing you that. But we've got a reunion. We've got the homecoming card. Okay, so I'm getting the energy here that whatever this is, whether it was a split or a breakdown in the communication, that's kind of like it's gonna take them a bit more time to kind of understand the true depth of how they feel with this Five of Cups. And then we move from the Five of Cups to the homecoming card. The realization that you made them feel secure and safe and warm and loved. Okay? Let's take a look. Oh, and we've got another card of transformation. So your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. You know, no two people are perfect. Okay? However, I do feel that they do need to do some work on themselves here. Okay? Let's take a card for this Five of Cups. Being no doubt they're thinking about you. There's heartbreak energy here. They feel heartbroken and they are literally experiencing the Tower right now. Okay? And we've got the Four of Wands again, the card of reunion. There's a reunion here. There's no doubt about it in my mind. That's what's next. There's deep energies, okay? Very deep energies. I want to take a card for you. So, you're being represented by the Sun in this connection. So, you know, I can see very strongly that they make you happy, okay? You're heartbroken also, okay? You could be a fire sign, strongly a Leo, that you don't need to be. Could also be an earth sign. We've got fire energy here. You could both certainly be fire signs, Leo, Aries and Sag. Because we've got this homecoming card twice. We've got twin flame energy here, you know. We've got a deeply passionate connection. It's like kind of like this hot and cold in and out energy that's going on here, okay? But I feel like a lot of it is kind of coming from them, okay? So if it's kind of third party, I'm feeling that in the initial time period going forwards, that they're stepping away, but they're certainly coming back here. There's no doubt about it with this homecoming card and the Four of Wands. You know, this is powerful stuff. Okay, really powerful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to extend this over on Vimeo. I'm going to do an in-depth relationship reading for you and the person on your mind for if this resonated for you. It's the first link in the description box below, and this is your set of cards number 2 here. It's going to be, like I say, a relationship reading, very in depth, looking deeper into the energies, further into the future with, you know, clarity, guidance, messages and prediction. And if you'd like to join me, first link in the description box below. Also, I always forget to mention, if you did find this reading helpful, I'd be so grateful if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribed. It tremendously supports my channel and helps me keep going. And also, just to let you know, I'll be back tomorrow with the energy check-in, you and them, the next 48 hours. So I'll leave it there, and now I'm going to move on to deck of cards number 3. Okay, so right now I'm moving on to this deck of cards number 3, and the title of this reading is he or she thinking about me? How do they feel? And what's next? Okay, so just for a moment, I'm going to place aside these cards so I can go ahead now and shuffle this deck several times. And this is going to be a Celtic cross reading for the person who's on your mind. Looking deep into their energies as regards, are they thinking about you? How do they feel? And what's next? Okay, so now I'm going to split this deck and place the cards down. And before I get started, I just want to quickly mention, if you'd ever like a highly personalized video recorded reading with me, all of the details to book are in the description box below. You can book via Etsy or via PayPal, and I also offer a reading with a turnaround time of within 24 hours. And again, all of the details to book are in the description box below. So right now, let's go ahead with this reading. The card right in the center represents your person, okay? So let's take a look. We have, wow, the Wheel of Fortune and the Crossing card, 2 of Pentacles. Straight away, okay, yes, they're thinking about you. Absolutely. There's literally no doubt about it in my mind. What we've got here is strong earth, water energy. So, it could work both ways. One or the other of you could be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. One or the other of you could be Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. What we've got here going on is quite an incredible connection, okay? There's instability with the 2 of Pentacles, okay? There's deep turbulence. Things are not grounded between you two. However, the Wheel of Fortune, right at the core of that energy in this reading, it tells me they feel like this is a destined connection. They have exceptionally strong feelings for you. There's no doubt in my mind that, you know, they are thinking about you, and that the feelings are strong, okay? There's no doubt about it. So as regards these, you know, star signs, you don't need to be those star signs. You could well be But what I'm getting here is this ungrounded energy because it's so strong. Okay, let's keep going. Let's look at this past position. Oh, the sun energy. So you two make each other happy. That's the bottom line. You do, regardless of the scenarios. There's gonna be many, but you two do make each other happy. Okay, it's kind of like you kind of like just the moment that you met, like you lit up each other's lives. Okay, no doubt about it. Let's take a card for this past position. Yeah, so you could very strongly be an earth sign. Okay, got the Nine of Pentacles here. I kind of like get the energy that you two could both have been single, because that's what the Nine of Pentacles energy is about. It's about knowing your value, knowing your worth, rating yourself, which is really good. There's positive energies here. It's kind of like two people finding each other. And it's kind of like it was the right time, it was the right place. But now there's instability. Okay, let's take another card for this past position. Chaos. So I'm getting here that it started off well, and now there's some chaos surrounding this. Okay, when we see the Five of Wands, we do see, there's 5 people on this card. It's kind of like there's interference, there's inner conflict, there's external conflict, there's something went down here, chaos. There's strong characters involved in this. Okay, very strong characters, and there's deep passion. Okay, I want to take one more for this past position. The Five of Wands can also represent most certainly external interference. Okay, this could even be that you two work together and then you got pulled apart. Okay, I'm seeing that, or somebody doesn't have the best intentions for you two, something along those lines. So it's kind of like there could be somebody here, okay, who's in love with you or in love with them, and they're getting in the way of this connection. Absolutely, I'm seeing that. Two of Cups sitting on top of the Five of Wands. Just because someone's smiling doesn't mean that they're your friend. I just heard that message. So there we go. Let's take a look. Nine of Wands in the subconscious. Magician right at the center. So your person wants a beginning with you. They are persisting. They feel like a bit battle worn now. They feel like, I don't know, like I'm just getting the energy that they want to fight for you. That's what's coming through, that they want to fight for you. Let's keep going. Yeah, Seven of Wands. They're coming back. And if they're still around, they're overcoming whatever this Five of Wands is. Okay? Let's keep going. Yeah, and they're coming in at a different angle. Okay? One or both of you certainly could absolutely be fire signs here. Let's take a look at the environment. Oh yeah, 10 of Pentacles. So you need to know that they are thinking like long term with you. Okay? I'm getting strongly, it's only for a small proportion of you that they're kind of like with somebody else, in a long-term commitment with somebody else, but they want to be in a long-term commitment with you. I'm definitely getting that energy. But this is very significant. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's all about reaching clarity, and actually what I'm getting here is there's no action right now. The Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is about thought and intention without the decision. Okay, let's take a look. 8 of Wands. I feel like there's going to be swift action with them. Okay. And it's when you're least expecting it. That's what I'm getting here. But I feel like you're going to welcome it because, you know, I feel very strongly that there's deep connection here. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, dedication. It's going to require dedication, and dedication can sometimes mean hard work. Okay? But dedication can take you to the altar. But I feel you are dedicated to each other. Okay, so trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So I feel like for you, it's not about the action you're going to take. I feel like it's going to come from them. Okay? And it's going to be really unexpectedly. Just be ready. That's what I'm getting here. Just be ready. Let's take a card for this 8 of Wands. So what I'm getting is it's going to be extremely unexpected. It's kind of like when it feels like it's completely, it kind of like feels like it's just done and it's not happening. That's when it all happens. Let's take a card of guidance for you. Right now, it's about you stabilizing your energies and getting grounded, okay? That's what it's about. The Hierophant. This could be this could be the real deal. Okay, I'm seeing that really, really strongly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this over on Vimeo. I'm going to do an in-depth relationship reading for you and the person on your mind. I'm going to use these cards here. And I'll be using this Rider-Waite deck to form the core and basis of your relationship reading. So if you'd like to join me, it's the first link in the description box below. As I say, it's going deeper into the energies, further into the future with prediction, guidance, messages, clarity, okay? So yeah, first link in the description box below. Also, if you found this reading helpful, I'd be so grateful if you could give it a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, then you'll also catch my next reading, which will be tomorrow, which is you and them energy check-in next 48 hours. So I'll leave the reading there, and I really hope that you found it helpful. Okay then, bye.